where we talk fashion trends and those things around us that keep life going. We also have our various slots, which include tips for the day, fruity twisty, and our fashion trend for the day. We bring to you a new episode on our YouTube channel, Wanjaku Girl R, and on Facebook on our page Wanjaku Girl every Saturday. We cannot become who we want to be if we want to remain on the same spot for the rest of our lives. You're welcome to another interesting episode of your favorite show, Wanjaku Girl R, where we talk fashion trends and those things around us that keep life going. I'm your host, Wanjaku Girl. And on this episode, we are going to talk on how to make a change in our lives. We know that at one point or two in our lives, we want to make some few changes in our routines, in our daily activities, as well as all the things that we do on a daily basis. We hope that the tips we are going to give today on this episode of Wanjaku Girl are going to go a long way to help us to achieve this change that we've been looking for. Wanjaku Girl R. Wanjaku Girl R. If you're just joining us, this is your favorite show, Wanjaku Girl R, and we are just going to give you some amazing tips that will help you to make the change that you want in your life. Our first tip says you should change your mindset. We know every good thing or every bad thing begins from the mind, the way you think about it, the way you visualize it. That is why we are encouraging you to have those positive thoughts about everything you want to do, as this will go a long way to make the change that you've been looking for, because most people spend their time thinking how things are going to go bad for them, and this brings about negative things in their life. That is why we are encouraging you to be positive, and if you've been an optimistic person, it's good to continue in that light rather than being pessimistic, because if you are pessimistic, you always think that things are going to happen or they are going to turn out bad. Our next tip says you should change your outlook. The way you have been looking at things might not have been good, so we are encouraging you to think positive, look at things on from a positive point of view. If you have a problem, try to make it look like a situation and try to look for possible solutions that will not necessarily need the interference of others. Try to make this outlook of yours to be positive, as this will go a long way to make you to feel the change that you've been trying to make in your life. Our next tip says you should make different choices. If you have been making a particular choice for a particular period of time, it's important for you to make other choices. Try new things, try to do something new, as this will go a long way to help you to make the change that you've been looking for. Then another tip says you should try to move from your comfort zone. Most people are comfortable in a particular position and doing particular things. No, sometimes try to move from your comfort zone where you are so comfortable. Try to do those things that challenge you, those things that make you feel that you need to do some work, as this will go a long way to make you feel the change that you've been looking for. Don't forget that you can also consult an expert once you want to make a change, as they are going to give you a variety of ideas on how you can go about it. But remember, all the changes you need to make in your life depend on you, so you have to do most of the work. Most of the work has to be done by you. So remember, we still have our fruity twisty and our fashion trend of the day, so don't go anywhere.
Fruity twisty.
Some of us like to consume many fruits on a daily basis because they supply us with a lot of vitamins, a lot of antioxidants, and they go a long way to help us to have the best skin tone ever. That is why on each episode on Wanjaku Girl, we encourage you to consume lots of fruits as well as vegetables.
Today we are going to talk about avocado. Avocado, commonly called pear in our local market, possesses anti-inflammatory properties that reduces oxidative stress and prevents skin damage. It also contains dietary fiber, vitamin A, C, K, B3, and B6. Then it has lutein and zeaxanthin that protects the skin against ultraviolet induced damage. How can we use this amazing fruit to protect our skin and to improve on our diet? In our diet, we can add these fruits in our salads and our smoothies. Then for soft skin, we can mash an avocado to form a paste and add 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 tablespoon of honey to it. Then we apply for 30 minutes to our skin and rinse off. We should note that avocado also improves the firmness of our skin and speed up its wound healing process. Fashion trend of the day.
Who doesn't take part in the fashion world? We put on dresses, we put on shoes, we put on a host of other things when we want to go out as well as when we stay back at home. That is why Wonderful Girl has decided to go into the runway, into the wardrobe, as well as on the street to compile this amazing fashion report for you.
Jumpsuits are one of the most amazing pieces you can find in every lady's wardrobe. The outfit, which began as a uniform for skydivers, has now been incorporated as a must-have for most females. Being designed in a form of a shirt joined with trousers or shorts, it has been designed by various marks in different colors to please the wearer. No matter the fabric, do get yourself a jumpsuit and join this amazing trend that has taken over our runways, wardrobes, as well as our streets on a daily basis.
Hope you enjoyed all we put together for you today on this episode of Wonderful Girl. I'll be back again next week with some other interesting topics. But I remain your host, Wonderful Girl. Till we meet again next week.